everybody, this is Yael from Yael Alchemy, and I'm here to bring you the message of the Divine Feminine to her beloved for the week of December 2 to 8. Okay, so as always, I've shuffled the cards and prayed over them. And this week, we were asked to draw just 5 cards, I guess, because 5 is a number of change. It has been like this for the past 2 weeks. That I was told to draw 5 cards. Anyway, let's see what information we get from them. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, which would normally signify the state of being of the Divine Feminine, we're using the Wild Unknown tarot deck right now. Okay, we have here the 3 of Wands or 3 of Staffs. Okay, and this indicates that the Divine Feminine up until now has enjoyed a period of support from others. It may be friends, relatives, anyway, support on her journey. And now she's being very, while she has she's visualizing what her future will be like moving forward. She's being very protective of that dream. Okay, let's call it that. And her state of being a multidimensional being. Okay, because it's like when things are still in the works and you really don't want to launch just yet, or to have others get wind of whatever's happening because you want it to be complete before it's unveiling. Well, this is the case with the Divine Feminine as regards her new path in life, keeping it very close to her heart. Okay, so being very protective of herself at this time, and I'm getting it's feeling a little bit vulnerable, but not really announcing that to the world, which offers her a certain measure of protection, because there are a lot of people on the planet that it's like predators, or even like in the animal world, they detect the weaker animal. Let's say like usually in kittens or in dogs. I know it's a very harsh reality, but some animal mothers will I don't know, let's call it willingly sacrifice the sickest or the weakest of the bunch, okay? Because it has no chance of survival. And the same thing happens also in the wild, wherein predators can sense animals that are sick, weak, wounded, and they pounce on them. And it's the same thing when it comes to human nature, because bullies thrive on fear. And when they sense that weakness in other people, that's why they keep taunting, or they're not afraid to brag and show their strength or their fake strength. Okay, and this is the reason why also Divine Feminines are being very protective of whom they let in their inner circle at this time, that she's feeling vulnerable. Because now here we have the 7 of Coins, and what this indicates, this is a card that really, it's a card of weighing, not knowing if you'll go up or this way, sideways, whatever direction. It's sort of like being in a dilemma, but more so because you don't know if the efforts that you have put into a certain venture are actually going to pay off or not. So this is really being on the fence as regards the return of investment in a certain venture. Okay, and the dilemma in itself, the not being sure at this stage, if it has been, if she could call it a success or not, all things considered, if she has come out the victor or on top. But then again, those terms, they're highly subjective. Okay. One can be as successful because it all depends really on where you're coming from and what your goal was. That's why we do not measure ourselves traditionally, just like in the corporate setup, wherein what you have a performance evaluation, you're graded in numbers. I really hate that. I hate being graded. I mean, I usually fare well when it comes to those things, but I don't like it. It's very unnatural, and it's very while they would say that it's very objective, it's not. Okay, because it doesn't take into consideration everything else that has gone before, because a perfectly smart person, okay, who would normally ace the test, maybe going through something in life that it's just it's just a snapshot that a lot of people put a lot of weight into. So there, and that's causing a lot of anxiety, a lot of pain, just the not knowing if you've come out on top or not, or if if the steps, the journey that you have taken was worth it. Okay, and that is the cause of the pain, the anxiety, and the confusion of the divine feminine at this time. Because look, this is pain, and this is being victorious, emerging the winner. Look at the butterfly coming out of its chrysalis, coming out of all these staffs that look very dark. Okay, and here, so what are the cards here? Not knowing, and that's where the pain is coming from. And Spirit is saying that don't worry, you have been victorious. You have transformed yourself from the inside out without the prying eyes of everybody that could have short circuited it, could have subverted your efforts. Although they're trying, it's like it didn't make a dent even, because you've emerged out of the cocoon, the chrysalis, very successfully, and you're now an entirely new person from whom you were when you first began and stumbled across this your ascension, your twin flame ascension path. Okay, and so here, this is a card that says wait patiently. Okay, this is timing. This is a sacrifice in the sense of timing. You see, the bat is a nocturnal animal. So what this card is saying is that for the divine feminines who are, at a crossroads on really giving the verdict on their journey thus far, this is giving the benefit of the doubt, suspending that kind of judgment in the meantime, because look, we have here the Eight of Wands, and this is a quick burst of clarity of something that's going to change the tide, okay, and really make you see for yourself that this dilemma is totally unnecessary because you have come out the winner. At least that's where the divine feminine is coming from. Now, as for her message for her beloved, let's open the cards. We have here the Mother of Pentacles, the Son of Pentacles, the Strength card, the Judgment card, and the Father of Wands. Okay. Basically, right now it would seem, if you watch a Twin Flame weekly, that the Divine Masculine is has more momentum, okay, than the Divine Feminine, is actually carrying the Divine Feminine right now, because he's like, when it's like the swing, he's leading the dance, okay. And so, Divine Feminine right now, but he is encountering some issues, but he's very passionate about it, so he's just going to pull through, because he's stoked about having pulled through that dark night of the soul, okay, that he's just been through, and come out relatively unscathed on the other side. Now, Divine Feminines telling her beloved, but he does have some issues, okay? First of all, his issues of attachment, and that is what the Divine Feminine is speaking to. Here we have this Mother of Pentacles, and this speaks to the attachment of the Divine Masculine to all things. Here it's depicted as his child, but these are things that he has gotten used to thinking that we're under the mantle of his protection and his authority. Okay, and all of a sudden he's not that demanding anymore. He's more respectful of sovereignty, of free will of others. When before it was more important to him that he put his foot down regarding a certain matter, and his word is law. Okay, here he's veering away from that, and he has. So the Divine Feminine is saying that this little issues that you have left, the one of them would be the attachment to all those things that used to be under his wing. Okay, so that would be it, because he has a tendency to want to take care of those that are under his purview, so to speak. And here we have the Son of Pentacles, and the Son of Pentacles, this is being socially awkward, because remember, the Divine Masculine has discovered his new self, and he's quite bumbling in living out this new paradigm that he's discovered of really taking into consideration his emotions, his wants, his desires, and how do you say it, and and actualizing that for others, okay, living that out. And as a reason, he's become socially awkward at times, because other people are like, he might say something and they're going like, what? Is that you? Because it's so unlikely of him. And so this is a kind of, being embarrassed, because he's different and other people are noticing. But then again, it's something that he just has to power through. That's what the Divine Feminine is saying. That's why we have the Strength card. Because here we have the Lion, we have the Infinity symbol there, and this is a gentle dignity. This is quietly taking a stand that this is me now, and that's not going to change. What I have seen about the world, about myself, about my divine purpose, I cannot unsee. Okay? And the Divine Feminine is saying that embrace that truth with dignity, okay, and power through the socially awkward situations, and release your hold on these things that you have so much attachment for, those situations, because that's going to help you truly in your rebirth. Remember, if you watched the December reading, okay, the divine masculine, or was it his message? I think it was his message, right? The divine masculine's message. There are some issues that he has to work through, and these are some of them. And the divine feminine is saying that here, once you power through these, then you will rise up like a phoenix and be reborn in totality. There will be a comprehensiveness about that, and it's going to be whole. Okay. And then we have the Father of Wands, which is confidence and charisma, because he's being he will be comfortable in his own skin, that these issues won't matter anymore, okay, because he owns his divine self, his divine purpose. Okay, so that's very nice words from the divine feminine to her beloved, helping him really through this awkward phase wherein other folks who used to know him are like misunderstanding him, misreading it as weakness or as him losing his mind, or even like a midlife crisis, because he's all of a sudden he's more vulnerable, more open, and but the divine masculine needs this. Okay, he has been suppressed for the longest time, and divine feminine here lending her support and advice. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week. Just a reminder, I do have the Thanksgiving sale up. It's been up since Thursday, and the end of that, things will go back to the regular price next Thursday on the, what is that? On the 5th. Okay, on the 5th, and check it out. Perhaps the readings and the healings that you want to get are offered. Anyway, I'll be showing a short video, but do check out the website, because it might be something that would help you and really cost less, because they're the lowest price ever since I started this thing. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week. Take care, everyone. Bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small. We can sit together. It's so beautiful, you and me. We meant to be